Welcome to another video by Flat Earth Trads. Please subscribe, like and share it.
This is logic, classical logic mistake. What is the exact name of this mistake?
The logic is perfectly good.
No.
What is wrong is the premise.
The principle is wrong. Conclusions proper, but the principle is wrong, right?
The premise is wrong. That's not a mistake of logic. The logic is good. This conclusion follows logically from these two premises. And yet the conclusion looks good. But the conclusion is in fact rotten because the premise is rotten. The major is rotten. Right? But it looks good. You can't tell it's plastic until you put your weight on it. Right? Yes.
And that's so much the element you hear from the humanists is that exactly that. We're all going towards the same thing, so why are we hassling about how we're getting it? Yeah, that's what they're saying. The exact same thing.
We're all it's just lunacy. Simple lunacy. With the modernists, one page is Catholic, the next page is rationalist, and so on. Because, you see, the modernist, when he argues with premises like this, on one page he says, I feel good, and therefore God is true, and it looks Catholic. And then on the next page he says, I no longer feel God, and therefore God is not true, and you suddenly realize you've got a heretic on your hands. And then the next page, he feels God again. Page 3, he feels God again, and so God is true. And you sort of say, oh, he's Catholic after all. And then page 4, he's back to, I no longer feel God, but God is no longer true. And that's how they work.
So you may say that all this system is based not on facts, but on feelings.
Absolutely. It's this. It's not based on facts, the tree out here. It's based on feelings coming up from inside me. And so the feelings can sometimes project onto the phenomena what a Catholic gets off the phenomena, namely the truth. But then if the feelings turn around on Tuesday, it's completely different. Then the feelings come back on Wednesday, but it all depends on feelings. That's not the real God. Sorry, is that how?
Is that however you can seem to quote the same person, the Pope, for example, or
Yes, yes, yes. Because the Pope will one day say something that looks Catholic, and the next day he says something that's not Catholic at all, because he's got this crazy principle. Well, as you can see, if all people have this principle, and if there's one reality out there and everybody submits his mind to reality, what's going to happen? Everybody's going to agree. There's the unity of the truth, and that's the unity of Catholics. Even without the Pope, you poor miserable traditionalist jerks, let me say, we poor traditionalist miserable jerks, we go to Hawaii, we go to Timbuktu, and if we find a bunch of other poor traditionalist jerks, we're on exactly the same wavelength. Even without the Pope, it's astonishing. The unity amongst traditional Catholics today is astonishing, given that they've got no authority pulling them together. What is so pulls us all together all over the world is the truth. Because all of us are submitting, thanks be to God, our minds to the same one reality. And therefore all of us have our minds on the same wavelength. And that's the real unity. But it's not the unity of ecumenism.
Yeah, excellent. You mentioned the word rationalist. I think you should later on, maybe the afternoon, explain a little bit more. Because that's one of my things, but I have an idea, but not complete. And it's the first time you mentioned rationalist, you know. So,
well, rationalism is simply putting my reason, making my reason into God. Making my reason into God. My feeling. Here it's my feelings of God. Read Pius X's own paragraph. Read paragraph, find out which paragraph it is from the English copy, and then read that, or it's the end of the section on the believer, the Gläubige. So find the last section on the believer. Read Pius X for explanations. Don't just take my, expression. Read what the Pope himself says. You have one more question.
If these people think it's based on what I feel,
yes,
that's what Protestants think.
Exactly.
So then, really, we already have the one world religion. I mean, it's there as Protestantism.
Now you go back to the schema which we had on the Thursday, grandfather Protestantism. Yes, Kant is a child of Protestantism.
Well, then, in effect, when one world
insofar as most people are under Protestantism, if you like, is Protestantism taken in a very broad sense, so broad as to include also Mohammedanism, Buddhism, as to include absolutely everything. And that is actually, what is the name of the religion which actually, if you take Protestantism in its strict sense, it doesn't include Mohammedanism, Buddhism. What is the religion that includes Protestantism, old-fashioned Protestantism, Mohammedanism, Buddhism, Catholicism? What's the name of this religion? Somebody. You.
Well, we'll give up.
Masonry.
Oh, yeah.
It's masonry. This is exactly what masonry pushes. It's that union of all minds in the brotherhood of man. All right, we'll pick up again at 2:30. I beg you have got time agreement. I beg you do read for yourself what the Pope says, because the explanation then what the Pope says and the expression what the Pope says, you'll get a lot more out of it if you read what the Pope says.
We hope that you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share.